Alright, so we all know that it's Bear Packer weekend. So, rightfully so, I'm going to be talking about this wearing Milwaukee Brewer gear because, well, the Brewers are a playoff race and I think we can all agree about them. But, the way we know it's Bear Packer weekend, week coming into that, is, well, it means a lot not just to the fans, but the players. However, it seems that there are some players, or correction, there is one player on the Green Bay Packers who decided to open his mouth and take a big giant dookie on the NFL's oldest rivalry. This rivalry is so old, it's so historic, it has everything you could ask for. Sports fans across America drop everything they're doing to see it. But if you ask the Packers defensive end, not defensive end, Packers defensive back Rasul Douglas, he doesn't consider it a rivalry because, and quote, I haven't ever lost to the Bears. So, yes, I'll give him that. It has been slightly lopsided my entire life. And ever since the 90s, it has been slightly lopsided. But, you gotta understand, it's Bear Packer. It means something. There's a reason it's nationally televised. We don't see Packer Viking on national TV without Aaron Rodgers these last few years, do we? They don't flex plan them into the game of the week because CBS says we want that for viewership without Rodgers bringing the Packers back to relevancy last year. Because there wasn't anyone that really wanted to watch the Vikings because we knew what they were. Bear Packer, you can know exactly what the Bears are and what the Packers are. And people still watch because they want to see it, the next chapter of history. So, while the Packers, yes, they have won 8 straight games against the Bears under Coach LaFleur and are 13-1 against them since 2016, which, again, I can't argue with the fact that the Bears have sucked. But it seems that just because Rasul Douglas, he joined Green Bay in Week 6 of the 21 season, being plucked off the Cardinals practice squad because, what was going on? When we stop and think, why would the Packers need to grab a defensive back off a practice squad? That's right, injuries. So the injuries got him a shot, and it benefited both him and Green Bay big time because he's got a job. Green Bay was in a playoff race and made the playoffs and proceeded to lose to the 49ers again, that seems to be a typical. And then his Bear Packer rivalry, that's been that's incredible. And he's been a part of their last 4 victories against the Bears, tragically, which included his pick 6 from Justin Fields in the 45-30 win against Chicago, which in reality was not a 15-point game like it says. It was a lopsided bear massacre, hunting, slaughter. But this entire quote, and I'm going to say it, this quote agitates me, not just because I'm a Bears fan, but as someone who loves sports and likes the history of sports and knows how big Bear Packer is. He says, my thing is, I just got here, so they were in a rivalry. But I haven't ever lost to the Bears in my 7 years. Douglas said on Monday. So, that's not really a rivalry to me. I think more of a rivalry would be back in the day you've been on the same team for 12 years or something like that, and you've been going back and forth every year. Maybe that's a rivalry to you, but to me, it's like I don't really care. I don't have a rivalry in the NFL, so it's hard. I mean, some players might feel that. But what's going on with this, man? Just because you don't see it as a rivalry doesn't mean it's one. Bear Packer, 1919. They were clocking heads. Yes, the Bears were the Decatur Staleys in 1919. But the Bears and Packers are both the oldest teams in the NFL. Oldest teams. The two OGs beating the crap out of each other every season. Does that matter in his eyes? Apparently not. So, let's see what the rest of his quotes are here. Because this is all courtesy of CBS Sports. But Douglas likened his distaste for the Bears to disliking somebody because his best friend has an issue with a specific person. Really? Really? That's the best you could come up with? I just know that it's like it's being put on you because you're in the atmosphere. Again, this is Douglas saying for the disliking the Bears. So it's like you're best friends with somebody and they don't like somebody. You don't know why. You don't care. You just can't like the person because your best friend don't like somebody. You don't know why. You don't care. You just can't like the person because your best friend don't like them. So it's kind of like that. I don't know why they don't like the Bears, and I don't care. That's just like they don't like them, I don't like them. I understand he's an NFL player. He's making more money than I'll ever be able to make in my life, but again, dude, have you been living under a rock your whole dang life without a radio, TV, or anything that connects you to the outside world in sports? Because, let's see, 1919 Packers versus Bears. They'll probably bring me to the Staleys, but let's see. Longest rivalry in the NFL, Packers-Bears. They faced off 206 times so far. Let's see. The Bears versus Packers, 1919. Oh yeah, that's right. 1919, I told you folks. It's the oldest rivalry. But this guy seems to not care. The fact that he doesn't care about that he gets to be part of the best rivalry in, for sure, football, and arguably all of sports, and he doesn't care, is pathetic. Then again, he could also probably be giving credit to a future Hall of Famer in Aaron Rodgers. Because Rodgers looked at a Bears fan and famously said, "I own you. I still bleepin' own you." And that, honestly, he did own the Bears. He really did own the Bears. But that four-time NFL MVP went 25-5 against the Bears in his 15 years as a Packers QB. Well, starting QB, including that unfortunate NFC Championship game in 2010 where the Packers won 21-14 and I got heartbroken. But Rodgers is a Jet, Douglas is still with Green Bay's defense under quarterback Jordan Love. Will things be differently this time around? I don't know. I really don't know. But should that be a reason to be taking an absolute dookie all over the oldest rivalry in all sports? No, it doesn't. I'm betting you, in the baseball world, you don't have any Chicago Cubs saying that they don't consider the Cardinals-Cubs a rivalry. You don't see any Yankees or Red Sox saying they don't consider Yankees-Red Sox a rivalry. You don't see the Celtics-Lakers saying, yeah, we're not rivals. Well, we all know they are. But then again, if there's one thing the NFL likes, it's parody and drama. And Bear Packer really does give us that. So, please, God, let the Bears win this game Sunday because I deserve it. Or at the very least, let the Brewers get pulled off the Cubs.